Hello and welcome to the overview of Crafty's theory of learning. I'd just like you to welcome you to this little series. It should be nice and fun, not too long, but very important for the rest of the series on this channel. So it's basically a series about the learning process. It's not tutorials, although you might get something out of them. We're more interested in what goes on behind the learning process. This is the important thing. So you'll see me learning new things, going through it, the problems, the frustrations that happen during learning, which is very difficult sometimes for people, and for me, like everybody else. I have problems and we want to resolve them, and this is the important thing. Now, I've seen these frustrations firsthand, as I am a teacher, and I'm not putting down teachers here, but learning is a difficult process. Putting a teacher in front of 20-30 people and expecting everybody to learn the same just doesn't work. Everybody's different. This is the important thing. Everybody learns differently and at a different pace, using different methods. You can't do this is good for everybody type of method. It's just not possible. We're gonna use different, how would you say, different ways of how to learn. We're gonna incorporate these into the learning process. For example, how the Aboriginal Australians learn, which is very interesting. They use a lot of different techniques to learn how to survive, to learn what food is good, where to find it. Use a lot of different and interesting techniques, and this is just an example, but what we'll be looking at in the next few videos, for example, after this we'll be looking at teaching and learning and the difference between the two and how they're connected, because we cannot take one. It's not one thing, it's a process between the two. So the teachers are important and the students are just as important as the teachers, obviously. So we'll be looking at that more closely and in depth. After that, we'll be looking at something called tacit knowledge and language, which are very important. Tacit knowledge is just learning by doing. I think it's a simple way to put it. And how important language is in the learning process. This is vital. This is one of the most important videos to watch. After that, we're looking at mnemonics, memory tricks, and how to improve our memory, because it's a lot of learning is memory, and if we can't remember, then we're not learning. So we're going to look at how actually memory works and how we can, help it along, so to say. The next one's a funny one, which is strange for people, which might be. It's called mistakes are good. Yes, mistakes are good. We like that. We like mistakes. You see, we learn from mistakes, as the old saying goes, and show you how you can gain knowledge and learn from them, basically. And then finally, the last video just shows how the series will work, how we're going to put it together, what we might learn first, and how each video and what I will be doing in each video, because they'll be slightly different from the usual, I suppose, tutorial videos that you see outside and around, all from books. And we're going to see how everything will be incorporated into our new series of Crafty Learns. So I hope you can get something from it. This is the point, and I hope you enjoy it because if you don't enjoy it, then poof, there's not much point. That's what I'll say. And finally, I hope you learn something. That's the important thing. I hope you learn something. So if you can go on the next video and try to follow through this little series, because it is important, and it will be using it in every other series, the points we touch on here. So I will be referring back to these videos periodically. So okay, so have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.